Chipper Jones tweeted out, spent quite a bit of time watching college baseball this weekend. I will only watch a select few teams from here on out. Reason? They have coaches that respect the game and their opponents and demand the same of their players. Any team that doesn't wear the uni correctly, taunts the other team, and has a coach that condones this behavior is a disgrace to the game. Big fan of Schnall at Coastal Carolina. Him and his team represent what college baseball should be like. Well done, sir. You stand for proper behavior.
So this is a backhanded slap at Tony Vitello for jumping and celebrating and for doing things that he does, and that is allows his players to be a little wild as well. I think it's pretty obvious that Chipper Jones didn't have to actually name Tony Vitello for it to be directed at Tony Vitello.
Yes, Tennessee's the most famous team for doing this. Chipper Jones is a Florida fan. But Chipper Jones decided to gaslight us all and say it wasn't about Tennessee because Tennessee, as you know, Dave, as we all know, as many media members know, when Vol Twitter comes for you, they come for you. Okay? Like, Vol Twitter is more hardcore than Bernie Bro Twitter was back in the day, than MAGA Twitter is now. That is the most hardcore fan base possible, and they will rip you to shreds on Vol Twitter.
So how did it go for Chipper?
So Vol Twitter came out and found out about the Hooters waitress that he knocked up back in the day, and that was all everybody was talking about for like a day on Twitter. And Chipper tweets out, quote, getting smoke from 3 fan bases over my post. 3 and only 3. Never mentioned a school by name other than complimenting Coastal Carolina. Anyone want to venture a guess as to who they are? Well, everybody knows it's Tennessee. But a Vol fan responds, you used to be one of my favorites, and now you're picking fights with fan bases on the internet. Insane downfall. Chipper Jones replies, which fan base? And then he goes, I was actually speaking of someone else, FYI. There are other games played outside of Knoxville. You're big on personal attacks, huh? Which is to try to let Tennessee fans know that they're not the only fan base in town. And then Chipper Jones even doubled down and said, a lot of speculation on who I was speaking of in my post, so let's get it out of the way. I was disappointed in how UF coach Sully handled the situation of the time change in the CC region. I felt it could have been addressed differently. As I sat with my Georgia alum friend watching the Dogs, Oklahoma State, the uniforms were a mess, taunting, bat flipping. S-talking was above and beyond normal. My friend who played baseball at Georgia agreed, and a Florida State pitcher tells a Mississippi State pitcher to sit the F down, you inbred B-word. I believe these to be excessive and unsportsmanlike. I am from Florida. I am a Gator at heart. I have a ton of respect for FSU, played like Link Jarrett, and Georgia has become my second favorite because of all my relationships. This is not personal in any way, shape, or form. I'm hearing of other instances as well, but these are the ones that I witnessed. Whenever coaches have to issue apologies, I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Want to wish the best of luck to the rest of the teams in the tournament. Have fun with your teammates, respect your opponent, and respect the game. So he names a bunch of people, and he's trying to make it clear he wasn't talking about Tennessee. I call BS.
Well, he probably was talking about Tennessee. They have that reputation. My guess is that he saw a little bit of something over the weekend and threw Tennessee under the bus because of 2 years ago, they were super over the top, and even I criticized them. That would be my guess, Caleb. And then he did that, and then he felt like, oh man, that was kind of retro criticism, and now people are coming at me. I think I'm just going to go Hooters.
Oh, man. That's a good one. I love the way you threw that in there. That's a good one.
By the way, do you go with the breaded wings or the naked wings?
You know, I haven't been to a Hooters in 12 years, believe it or not.
But
I'd probably go with the breaded wings. Yeah, I go with the breaded wings. Anyways, the funny thing is the reason it's a little weird on this is even if he's saying that, you do realize he left out the most offensive thing a coach or player did, which was Tennessee facing Wake Forest last week when Wake Forest coach was caught yelling a homophobic slur at Tennessee first baseman Andrew Fisher. I'm not going to say the word, but Dave, he called him the F word. Like, yelled at it from the dugout. And in my mind, I'm like, if you're going to name ones, why wouldn't you name that? Where a coach called a player a slur. I mean, that's probably the worst. And he left that one out. I think he is trying to not get called that he went after Vol Twitter because I think I like Chipper. Chipper's a typical jock, though. He's kind of a quiet guy. He doesn't really like the smoke on Twitter. He doesn't like that type of attention. So I don't think he likes what Vol Twitter did to him, honestly.
No, and go after him. What's his Twitter handle? Can we put that up on the screen?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me pull it up now. I believe it's the real CJ10, but yeah, it's real. It's at real CJ10. I'm gonna put that up now, and I'll set up the poll question.
No relation to CJ Watson, right?
I doubt it. Is Chipper Jones lying? Jones lying about not implicating Tennessee in his critical college baseball tweet.